doing much, like in terms of like anything special during the break, but what are you trying to like just work on right now, game-wise, just focusing specifically?
I mean, everything.
Obviously,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, literally everything. Like anything, the coaching staff, is, want me to work on, want me to get better at it. I'm willing to get better at that. So everything.
What have been like your first half observations, just as you were rookie, because you didn't play a lot in the first couple of months,
Mm.
but now the team's been trusting you more in the last month. Like, what has been a shift for you that you've noticed?
I mean, I would say just being in practice with those guys and just getting better. They all were was seeing it. Behind the scenes, the work that I was putting in to be where I am now and being able to help the team. And so I feel like that's where the help and the trust came from. So.
You guys have some new guys on the team. How has that changed anything, or what's it feel like now for you guys, especially as a rookie?
I feel like we got three more guys, so definitely a little bit more energy that's is brought to the team. The situation that was going through at first, that's a little bit over now. So I would say it's definitely been good so far. And for me, I don't really mind it. I get to meet three new people that's my teammates now. So.
Does it feel good to kind of have I don't want to call it drama, but all that kind of behind and now focusing on the game, especially against the Celtics tonight?
Oh yeah, of course. We were able to put that behind us and just focus on the group that we got with us. So.
How do you balance trying to be aggressive while maintaining the trust of like the team, especially going against formidable foe like the Celtics, where you want to upset them?
I mean, it's more of like uh, I just score throughout the game. It's not more of just being aggressive. I could set a pick and just roll, and I mean, I'll be open. So it's not more of me, just being aggressive. It's just more of me, trying to get my teammates open because that's how I lead to being open. So.
For you on offense, you kind of like sometimes go out and you're take corner threes, or sometimes you're around the dunker spot. This year, where do you feel most effective or efficient in terms of playing inside or outside right now?
With Bam is more of the inside guy, so just letting him play that role and have his space. So that, with me, like I said, playing, scoring throughout the game, being that connector and being able to catch the ball on the perimeter, and if it is a catch and shoot, or if it's a catch and be a connector going into like a DHO. So I would say that.
How do you deal with that now, being getting the ball from a DHO, just playing off of those secondary actions in terms of having two bigs and a lack of space, and also not having as many shooters on the court times? How do you deal with that lack?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a lack of space. 'Cause me and Bam, we just now starting to, I guess, get to know each other a little bit. So I would say it's more of, the more and more that me and him, play at that 4 and the 5, we can get more comfortable, and it won't be more of like a lack of space. It'll be being more spaced out because I'm already, floating around the perimeter a little bit. So, so yeah.
We tried. Sorry.
Speaking of getting to know each other, what's it like? What's Wiggins like on the court, and how do you think you guys are going to benefit from him being on the court?
I mean, no, he's even just from his past games from another team, he's a good player, defensive player, able to go out there, compete, help us, in the spot that we need. So, just him being out there, being that presence is going to help us.
How would you describe, like, of course, Bam has been having an influence, on you as a team captain and such, playing alongside you, but UD's in the front office, Kevin Love's a backup center. Like, who among the team is, like, veteran leadership that's been helping you adjust, like, mentally to the game as you find your on-court presence?
Yeah, and I would say all of them have. UD, still texts me from time to time. He busy with the ESPN stuff, so happy for him. But definitely K Love. I've been chopping it over him a lot. Bam too. Just being on the court with him. He is. Every now and then, just come tell me, what needs to be this, what needs to be that. Just to help me out as a rook. So.
How would you describe the workouts that you guys have been doing on that Tyler Hero's crib, like at his house, like just the ways that helps your on-court chemistry and you guys just being able to bond?
I mean, yeah, no, just being around people, outside of basketball. Of course, it's still lifting, so it's still in that genre. But, just being around, the laughs, and the giggles that come with it. And, just being around them all in general. So, it helps all in total.
Leaning on your teammates, is there certain ones you lean on for certain things? Like if you feel like you're struggling on something offense, you go to one guy, or defense, or even just off the court stuff? Is there certain guys you rely on more for certain things?
Not really. I feel like, we're pretty much all, equal a little bit. Well, for me at least, if I want to, say something to one person, I can say it to, all of them. So.
Zoe doesn't get out of the suit, right? He's a suit guy now. He don't go out there anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen him without a suit on. Yeah, no, you know, I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it without a suit on.
All right, thank you.
No.
You gotta tell us.
What have been your first observations so far, just getting adapted to the area and the heat of and how they do business?
Yeah, I mean, the area, I've been here during the summer a couple times. I usually spend some time out here, so I kind of know the area. But as far as just the culture here and everything they talked about, everything that you hear, it's the real deal. They really play hard. They really play for one another as a team. You can see that during practice. Even when we played a little bit yesterday, you can just get that feeling that they're all about winning, and that's all they think about.
Transitioning mid-season and then having your first debut likely tonight, is there pressure against the Celtics, or is there excitement, nerves?
No, I think there's a lot of excitement, of course, being on another team, especially a team that I always wanted to play for. There's going to be so much excitement, but as far as the pressure, no. At the end of the day, it's the basketball. I got to learn my teammates. There's going to be some mistakes. They're going to be because I don't really know them yet. So, I'm just ready for those mistakes. 'Cause eventually, those are going to be wins, and they're going to be plays that, like, I've been here for a very long time. So I'm just happy for that.
You've always wanted to play for the Heat, you said. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, just watching him, watching Coach Spo, the way he plays. He rewards people that play hard, and honestly, that's the reason why I'm in this league, because I play extremely hard, and I think I'm good at it. And so I just like the way he coaches, also their team. I just feel like I said, like every single time you play the Heat, you know that you got to go through a war no matter what. No matter who's out, no matter if the star player's out, no matter anything, they're still going to play extremely hard, and they're going to give you a game.
How do you adjust to like the different coachings changes? Yeah, Darko this year.
Yeah.
As well.
I just think that coaches, man, they just really want you to go out there and play hard. No one wants you to be perfect. And, I think that's the best thing, even with Darko. We had a lot of young guys, too, so a lot of people made mistakes, and he understood that. So even when I made mistakes, I'm still considered a younger guy, even though I was a vet over there, but still, like, he was kind of like, okay, just go out there and play hard, get it back on defense. And, if you got a coach like that, that's all you can ask for, honestly.
Given your reputation, of course, your nickname Off Night,
Yeah.
just what would you describe as like your favorite parts of playing defense and giving opponents a hard time on offense?
My favorite part is speeding them up, us getting easy transition because they're taking shots that they're not in rebound position to get. Just like I said, making them take tough shots. We get out and run fast. Just little things like that. I try not to do too much. I'm not a guy that's gonna get a lot of steals. I got short arms, so I just kind of just stay in front of my man, just make it hard for him, honestly.
And given, Bam and Kel'el in recent weeks have been playing
Yeah.
so well together, Kel'el as a, rim protector.
For sure.
Like resumes.
For sure.
Like, what do you see as the upside of being able to add to their defense?
Man, it makes my job a lot easier. But I'm still going to be myself. But when you have someone like that behind you, you kind of can even put more pressure on the ball because you got two good rim protectors. You got Bam as all defensive candidate. Like, you got those people behind you. So I got confidence to know that if I get beat, that someone's going to help me. But that's just the Heat culture in general. It's like you help one another. It's not just those two guys. Like, I feel like even in practice, we're just connected. And the more and more time we play together, it's going to be more connected, and our defense is going to be really good.
And having said all that, you admired this organization from afar.
Yeah.
Like, you've had a couple practices in.
Yeah.
You see why, and it's like kind of like a perfect fit for a guy like you.
For sure. Like, you hear stories that's like kind of like the military here. That's not true. Just being the two practices I was here, I don't know anything about the summer yet. I guess we'll see. But here, man, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of joy. You can see a lot of people smiling. It's not always just serious the whole time. You kind of got to have fun with this. We play so many games. We travel so much. You're not with your family. You're not with the people that you love all the time. So you got to make the environment fun. And I think Coach Spo does a really good job with that.
I'm saying from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah.
Defense is defense, right?
For sure.
How different is it though here?
I would say that the difference is you got like veteran players from where I was before. You kind of got younger players, but you had really good defensive players like Scotty Barnes is kind of remind me a little bit of Bam. Bam is a lot bigger and jump higher and block shots, but Scotty can guard multiple positions too. It's just the fact that Bam's been in the league longer. He's been an all-star. He's been all defensive, so he kind of knows a little bit more. Then you got Kel'el, who's just a freak athlete who can go get blocks from anywhere. So I kind of can send people to the rim, per se, and he's going to block the shot, and we out and running. I mean, I even seen Tyler a couple of times, even trying. Like sometimes when you only got 4 people playing defense, it makes it look bad. But like you see Tyler trying, and he's really good at it when he tries. So when you got 5 people playing defense like that with Kel'el and Bam behind you, it's like gonna be hard to score on.
Have you ever had a teammate like Khalil who like just has a lot different offense, like just being able to toss it up to
Yeah, I said that earlier. I don't think I have had anyone in the league I play with yet. There's a lot threat. No, I haven't actually. So it's going to be a kind of adjustment. I did in college, but he didn't start with me. He came off the bench, so it was a little bit different. So I don't know. I mean, I got to get used to it.
Talking about this being like the most talented and like I guess veteran-heavy team you've been with,
Yeah.
as well as a team that I guess you would say has a lot of guards, similar how you and Jared Butler and at Baylor were.
Yeah.
How does it feel that you'll be able to maybe play make and play more to your style
Mm-hmm.
than you played in college here on the Heat compared to with the Kings and the Raptors?
I mean, I feel like every stop is going to be a different role, different adjustment. I'm not going to play the same role that I was with Baylor. I feel like at Baylor, they kind of needed me to assist, score, play defense, and do all the things, and I don't really have to probably do that as much here. You got scorers all over the floor. You got playmakers all over the floor. I kind of just play make when I get the ball, shoot the ball when I'm wide open, make the game simple, play defense. If I just make it more simple, then the game comes easy. If I start to try to do extra things, that's when you get out of character. That's when it's like, I don't know, you kind of just think about yourself. And for me, I'm never a person to do that, so I'm just kind of just making the game simple.
Thank you. Like tonight, really excite you when you're going against a team like the Celtics, especially
Oh.
you as defensive guy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every time we play Boston, even when I was with Toronto, it's always a really good game. I mean, except one time, but it's always a really good game. They got a really good squad, really good offensive players, and for me, being a defender, I'm just ready for that, honestly.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
How you been enjoying your first few days with the team?
Yes, it's been a lot, like with the move and getting to know everybody, getting acclimated, but it's going smooth. Can't wait to get on the floor tonight. Like that's what I came to do. Is play basketball, but it's been nice meeting everybody. And our first day was the gala, so that was cool to have an experience like that. So we had a lot of fun.
What have been like your first observations just practicing with them for the first couple of days?
The intensity, the details, everybody's dialed in, taking it real serious. Spo is, very detailed in what he wants, and, I like that type of environment.
It's a quick turnaround coming here and then having your first game tonight against the Celtics. How do you work with the guys to make sure you gel right on the court tonight, or are you expecting some hiccups because of that?
Yeah, we prepare, you do your best you can to prepare, and then, we go out there. We're not going to get it right. It's first game, first 5 games, maybe not the first 10 games, but you want to do everything you can to get better each day, learn from the mistakes that we're going to make tonight, and go from there.
What are the, I guess, lessons or experiences you're going to carry over from your last couple stops playing with, big men like Jaren Jackson Jr., Rudy Gobert,
Yeah.
Draymond Green, now you're with Bam and Khalil.
Yeah.
How are you going to fit in there?
Yeah, I've always did well with another big who can go get lobs like Khalil, or guys who are really good in the pocket like Bam. So I'm excited to be on the floor with those guys if I am. Just try to learn, spots on the floor that they like the ball. Obviously with Khalil, and you had comparisons to Rudy, but he's already told me I can just throw it up. He's gonna go get it. So I'm excited about that.
Hey, how cool was it to have an event like that when you came in to be off the court and at the same time, there's a video out there where you guys are like, what the heck's going on?
It was super cool. I know how much it means to the organization, and for us to spend the night with the sponsors and the front office people and things like that, who show us a lot of support and love. That was super cool, especially for our first day.
So was it still a little awkward because you really know who's who? You're like,
No, not really awkward. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed that experience. It was pretty cool.
Mitchell said this was a team that he's always kind of wanted to play for just because of the way Coach Spo coaches. What have you heard about the Heat organization before coming in? Have you kind of sensed the difference in previous teams to how they do things here?
Yeah, you just heard that you'll be running every day and practice is intense and shoot around is long and you got to get taped for this and wear knee pads and all types of crazy stuff. But I threw all that out the window. I just wanted to see for myself and have an open mind, and whatever is thrown at us. I've been doing this a long time. I'm sure we can handle it.
You've played on playoff teams that have defensive identities and such, and like coming into this team, especially like Wiggs, Davion, Bam, Kel'el, like Haywood Highsmith as well. Like, how would you describe the upside that you guys have on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I think you got guys like Davion and Haywood that could pick up 94, and guys like Haywood, myself, Wiggs, who can guard in the backcourt and the front court, and then you got Bam and Khalil in your front court who are going to bring a lot for us. They could guard, they could switch, they could guard big men, they could get the rebound and push. So a lot of versatility. It's just on us to go out there and
And like you bring a lot of different things to a game, depending on what a team is going to need. So like if you got to do push shots and like get to the rim, you got to make plays, be a defender and such. Like, what are you looking forward to learning from under Spo to where like game to game you can also be a locker room presence?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm looking forward to learning from Spo for like my coaching career after basketball. Like I do that on League Pass where I'm watching certain coaches. Like I watch the game too, but I'm watching what coaches go to out of timeouts, how they adjust out of the second half. So obviously I'm going to learn as a player, and I'm looking forward to that. But I'm excited to watch how Spo goes about his business.
Speaking of coaching, you've just had I guess a great education with Chris Finch, Taylor Jenkins, now Steve Kerr, and Chris Finch and Steve Kerr have a lot of international influence on their coaching styles. How has that, I guess, evolved your game now? You've played with young teams, veterans, and just the last couple have been contenders.
Yeah, it's helped me a lot. I think I had a really good foundation with going to San Antonio and learning from those guys and learning from Coach Pop and Manu and Timmy. So I think that's kind of jump-started my career and just, showed me what winning looks like, what it takes to win, how to handle losses, how to handle success, all type of things like that.
How have you dealt being, I guess, obviously you're slow-mo, but you're the point forward who's able to, be a mismatch and kickstart transition, be able to point attack defender. How have you, as you gotten older, been able to, I guess, adjust with the changing of the game and your athleticism?
I think the game has gone a lot smaller, which has carved out positions for me at the 4, sometimes the 5 in today's game. But like you said, I think I've been able to keep my guard skills to where I can play the 1 if need be, or I can get the rebound and push the break and kick the ball ahead to my teammates. So, I think the game's kind of gone in my favor. When I came in the league, you had 2 big stiffs out there at the 4 and 5. So now you could play, guys who are versatile at the 4 and 5.
How excited are you to play with Tyler Hero? You played with Curry, you played with Anthony Edwards, and like you said, you played with, the Spurs legends. How are all those different styles of play going to allow you to play with, this younger team?
Yeah, super excited to get out there with Tyler. It's his first year being an All-Star. He's having a really good season. So, however I can, help him continue to, be the player that he is, or, maybe form a chemistry with not just him, whoever it is out there, we'll see. But, yeah, I'm excited to be with these guys.
Is there any advice, just with the All-Star break coming up, just any advice that you'll, advice or perspective that you want to help add to the team as it's, going down to the second half, because it's only a few games out of the 4 spot, and just being a difference maker for making a playoff push?
These guys know what's going on. They've had a lot of success here. Maybe not the success that everyone wants in a championship, but getting to the finals as an 8th seed and everything that they've done here is these guys know what's up. Once All-Star break comes. Thank you, guys.
So how you feeling ahead of, All-Star break coming up, and just how do you feel about the first half of the team? How everyone's been performing. You guys been dealing with a lot, but getting on the other side of a lot too.
I mean, I look at it as we're 500, so this is kind of our new season, and to just cap this thing off right, start off with some W's, and finish this first half of the season off strong.
Your Wiggins on the team now. How are you expecting to gel with both you and Bam? Or I'm sorry, with you and Tyler. And are you expecting to be a little bit of a leader?
Am I expecting to be a leader?
Him.
Oh,
Him to help
I was
you.
about to say, they already put me in that hot seat. I mean, for right now, no. He's kind of quiet. He's trying to fill out the team, fill out who he can talk to. So we're just welcoming him with open arms. Not going to throw too much on this plate, but we do want him to get out there and compete and be aggressive, and just letting them know that you're a part of this team. We want you to be aggressive. We want you to go out there and score, have fun, and enjoy the environment.
How do you feel about the defensive upside of like adding Wiggins, Davion, just like the talent that he has, point of attack as a defender? Like, what do you feel
Yeah.
like the upside you guys have?
I mean, the upside is I feel like we'll be stronger defensively, obviously, but that's what that's what a lot of these teams have hang their hats on was defense. So, we made a little adjustment, got a couple pieces that actually buy into that, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Do you think they'll feel pressure if their first game potentially debuting is against the Celtics tonight?
Nah, shouldn't be no pressure. I mean, it's what's today? It's Monday. Monday night game. 7:30, ready to rock. It is what it is.
Does it feel like a new season? I mean,
Does it feel? I feel like stuff happened, and it feels like a new team to be exact. So, like I said, looking forward to start this new chapter.
Is it nice kind of having like a bye week coming up to like just take it in?
All-Star weekend. I would say, definitely we all get a mental break for a while, get to get away a little bit, a couple days, get to be with your family, be with your close ones, and then it's back to work. But, think about it, it's always good to have a week where you get to really not think about basketball and decompress.
To the point of just having that break, like you guys like have had your challenges and such through the season, but you're still only a few games out of like a top 4 seed. Do you think that recharge opportunity would be good for you guys to be able to try to make a run up the standings?
Yeah, when you look at the standings, we're right there. And, that's the thing that keeps driving us. We're right there. We're not as far off as we think we are. And we just need to keep pushing through. Like I said, it'd be good for everybody to have this week and decompress, but we got 3 games to handle before that.
How different do you think this matchup is going to be with all these changes, the Celtics specifically?
I think for us, it's hanging our hats on defense, and then we worry about everything else later. Like I said, we got more pieces that add to that on that side. So for us, it's hang our hat on that and then figure everything else later.
Often you guys, of course, say like your defense helps your offense be stronger. Like you guys you're undefeated when y'all allow less than 100 points. But just wondering, like on the offensive side of things, what do you want to see differently, just so you guys can like not have to not necessarily over rely on your defense, but also have like rhythmic shooting nights as well?
I say get out in transition. We get stops, starting from defense, get stops and run out in transition. That's when, you get the fast break points, you get the easy points that you really don't have to work for like you do in the half court. And that's when the basket starts getting bigger. And that's when the game starts to really get fun. You start going on runs, especially in this building. We go on a couple runs, and you see the environment and how it'll shift.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yep.